What's happening, everybody? We are back with another reaction video, and I will be reacting to The Lion King Long Live the King live action trailer. I wasn't going to react to this because it's only like a minute long, and I was just like, I saw when it came on during the Oscars or whatever, which I did not watch, but because I haven't watched the Oscars in shit. At least 10 years. Like, but I saw it up. I was like, I did another reaction to. I just did a reaction to Detective Pikachu. So I was like, I saw it still up. This. I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I just look at it because normally I don't like looking at these teasers or these little small TV spots. But whatever. I was like, fuck it. It's only a minute long. Alright, here we go. Nah, sweat, yeah, babaki, I think I mentioned it before. I saw these guys and the guys who sung this song. I can't remember the name of the group. I saw them in concert. They was at the University of Missouri when I lived in St. Louis, and they came there.
It is time.
Funny story, I got accepted to that school and never went. Went through the whole process of getting accepted and never went. And the thing is, with this group, a lot of their children have replaced some of the original people who sung this song. I guess they're too old or whatever. Chiwetel Ejiofor, he's playing Scar, isn't he? I wish they would get Jeremy Irons back though. Like, you get James Earl Jones back, but you didn't get Jeremy Irons. I guess they figured that the James Earl Jones you cannot replace him with somebody. It would feel weird that to me the gravity of spoilers if you have his death. People get pissed off, like I guess people who haven't seen the Lion King, but his death, like it'd be weird if you heard someone else's voice. Like Scar, Jeremy, I think probably the one thing because he was a bad guy. I think people are a little bit more detached from him, so his character, Scar. So they like, if it's somebody else, who cares? Even though I would like to hear because I like Jeremy Irons, his voice, and it added that like egotistical type, like I guess you say evilness to them. I don't know, maybe because it's British. Like, I don't know, like because you see all the villains were like British and different stuff back in the day. So I don't know, like it does add it adds something to his voice, but Chiwetel Ejiofor has a very unique voice as well, and he played a phenomenal bad guy in Serenity. Like that movie to me, he made that movie. Like I watched that movie just because of him, because he was a phenomenal villain in that movie. Like I loved, like I don't use say I love something. I loved his portrayal of that character in that movie. I love that. Bad guy. He is he could play a great bad. He kind of did it in what was it, Doctor Strange, but he of course he didn't start out evil. But you got a little taste of it at the end when he spoilers when he turned evil. If you haven't seen the movie or read it in the comic book, or I guess just Google the character, but you got a little sample of it at the end, like how sinister he can be and how he can just the way he acts when he's evil. Like some people, they act very well as a bad guy. Like it could be like sometimes in our minds, like people they will never be a hero or like a main star of something. They will always be a secondary character or like a villain or something like that. Like, there's plenty of actors who played villains for the first time. They got typecasted, and now that's all you know them as is a villain because they play it so well. And even when you see them play a good guy in something, you like, it's kind of weird. It's jarring to see them. It's like, I remember when I saw Jean-Claude Van Damme in what was it? I think it was Black Eagle, or I can't remember the name, but I know he was in No Retreat, No Surrender back then too. But I didn't see that at first. The first movie I saw with him was like Bloodsport, and he was a good guy. And then I saw the little movie when he was a bad guy, and I was like, it was jarring to see because you so used to seeing him as a good guy. It's like I said, it works both ways, and Chiwetel Ejiofor, he can play. He's one of those guys that I can see him as both. He's a sympathetic hero character, or I guess you could say relatable, depending on the story, whatever the hero character. And he could be just a sinister. He can be a relatable villain, or just a sinister villain who's just evil for the sake of being evil. Like I don't mind villains. Like I know people that's a trope type thing. Oh, a villain, he's just like a James Bond. He's just evil for the sake of being evil. Like there's no rhyme or reason why he's evil. Because we don't know his backstory. He wasn't abused as a child, or the hero did something to him to make him that way, or something like. He's just like, oh, I'm just a psychopath, you know. And I don't get bothered by that when I see a villain who is just evil for the sake of being evil. Like that doesn't bother me. I actually don't. I don't mind seeing like I'm just an evil guy, and then like people guys say why. Like I noticed that a lot, especially nowadays. Hey, people say it back in the day too, but maybe because of social media, you can see. Now I can see what fucking Ivan over in Russia thinks about this, but so now I get to get everybody's fucking opinion about it. But it's it's like evil. Like they always had to. Well, he was a great, the best villain ever because he's relatable like Thanos. He's the best villain ever in anything because he's relatable. Like or something like that, you know. But I mean, but then you have Heath Ledger over here who played the Joker. He wasn't relatable. I mean, a lot of stuff came out that supposedly, like they said, oh, he was a veteran and stuff like that. But we don't know for sure. At least I don't think the director came out saying anything about it. Like Chris Nolan said anything like he was a veteran, but a disabled vet or whatever. But some of the things I've seen people, it does kind of make sense that he was a veteran. But people who broke down like why they think he's a veteran and different stuff in the movie. But he was pretty much an anarchist. Like, he's like, I do it. I mean, his purpose was to make people see, like, you're just as bad as I am. You just hide behind it, and I'm free, even though I have no problem with killing people. Like, but you're just a psychopath. I mean, yeah, you had a psychotic break. Maybe he wasn't born that way, but he had like a psychotic break or something, and he became that. Like, it's like the Punisher. The Punisher to me has always been kind of psychopathic, but he had a very strong sense of like his duty, probably even as a kid, like just right and wrong, black and white maybe to him. And then he had a what they call a trigger or something when his family was killed, and it drove him out. Like people that was, I remember reading something like, is Frank Castle, would he be doing, I guess, what he's doing anyway? If he eventually became the Punisher, regardless of his family dying and stuff like that, he would just become the Punisher because he's crazy. He's a psychopath. Most heroes, like especially non-power heroes, are. You look at I bet if you sat them down on the couch and talked to you, you discover they probably have either psychopathic tendencies. Because you just go out dressed up in a costume, beating people up. You train your body to the point of, and like in every fucking comic book, to an Olympic grade athlete, which every fucking body that can somehow punch and break concrete with your bare, even though you're supposed to be a normal human. But yeah, like I said, I'm getting off on something. But Chiwetel, I'm curious to see. I'm giving this a pass because it's Chiwetel Ejiofor, and I've seen him act, even though this is voice acting, but I've seen him act as a villain, and he's one of the best villains in a movie that I've seen, me personally, in Serenity. And like I said, you got a little glimpse of that in Doctor Strange, but of course, he was a good guy pretty much. The way he turned in that was kind of weird, but I mean, I guess you can say he was so devoted, and he said, "Oh, my teacher used black magic, and we were supposed to be fighting against black, but she's using it to keep herself young to fight like dark magic." And I guess he's kind of like everything I've known is a lie. So, but then the evil he turned, I'm just gonna kill all the sorcerers now. But I'm gonna take their magic to make. I think he's gonna end up getting twisted, and it's not gonna be about just, I guess, destroying magic or sorcerers everywhere. It's gonna be more about. It's gonna turn into him becoming the most powerful sorcerer and keeping all the magic to himself, type thing. Because there's what they say in that damn movie. You either die a hero or you live long enough to see yourself become a villain. I think that's what's gonna happen, man. But anyway, what did y'all think of that teaser trailer too? Because the first one was really a teaser too. So this is the teaser trailer too, I guess. I don't know. But what did y'all think of this trailer? I thought it still looks fine. I mean, it looks good. I mean, it's not live action, but I know people say that just to differentiate between the original one and this one. So, I thought it looked good. Have to wait and see an actual. I know they're taking some songs out, and they got some people pissed off. I think it was like "Be Prepared" and taken out and stuff like that. If I remember correctly, I read. I guess it kind of has Nazi in the window or whatever. I don't know. But which I guess I could see that. Yeah, even though I was a kid, I was like, it's kind of. I like that song, but I could see where they're coming from. But I was like, might as well. I would say just keep it in there. But anyway, let me know down in the comment section what y'all thought about it. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. I was gonna say like and subscribe, but because I just talked about comments, but my brain like say comment, and then I was like, wait, I said that already after I said it. But like and subscribe, share somewhere on another platform, another social media platform, and I'll see y'all later. Peace.